Wanacue Vortex Part 2. So here's what happened with the investigations into the Wanacue Reservoir. In 1998, a scientist and independent researcher named Dr. Bruce Cornett had heard about the Wanacue Vortex and decided to investigate, knowing that it was an area of high strangeness and UFO sightings. On Memorial Day, he went out there with his friends Brian Willing and Tommy Sinisi, who had already been documenting unexplainable events out there for the previous few months. Based on their experiences, they believed there was some kind of interdimensional portal and made contact with something. During the investigations he was involved in, Bruce was photographed several times and strange things began to show up in the photos. So let's check some of these out. And this is pre-digital camera, so these were done with old film cameras. The quality is really not great. So you can see there is the real Bruce Cornett in this photo, but in this and a few more that I'll show, there's this secondary figure that shows up that looks like him, but isn't. Now you could argue that this is a simple double exposure, although he and others on the team claim that it definitely was not. According to them, nobody else was there when the photo was taken. Bruce and the investigation team believed that whatever these other figures were actually interdimensional beings that couldn't be seen while taking these photos. And they do look kind of similar, but you can make out different details, like this wavy bulge on the shirt or different articles and colors of the clothing. They almost look out of phase with our reality. And there's also these images that show the investigation team, and there's this other group up here of faded out looking beings that show up in the image but apparently weren't there or observed by anyone else when the photo was taken. Bruce came to the conclusion that what they were dealing with was some kind of alien technology that was messing with their camera gear and also almost mimicking him and other team members in their photos. Clearly there's something strange happening out there, and with the history of sightings around the Wanacue Reservoir since at least the 1960s, maybe this is in part one of the reasons behind what's happening now. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments.